The next mantra of the ISAVASYA Upanishad we have to examine is the 10th one. It reads like this: Anyadevapu vidyaya anyadapu ravidyaya idi susrumadhiranam ye nastastat vijajakshire. It means Anyadevapu vidyaya. What is gained through vidya is different. Anyadapu ravidyaya. And what is gained by means of avidya is much different. Idi sisrumadhiranam yenastat vijajakshire. Thus we have heard from those who really know what it is. So the main point in this mantra is Anyadevapu vidyaya anyadapu avidyaya. What is gained through vidya and what is gained through avidya, these are much different in nature. Actually, they are opposite in nature. We have already seen what vidya and avidya. Vidya is where we see Atma alone is real. Then Atma means what appears to be here. And Atma is unreal. And avidya is the knowledge by which you understand that what you see here in Atma is real, and what these people call Atma is not real. That is the difference between the ultimate gain we have by following these two paths. These are two paths, the path of avidya and the path of vidya. If you follow the path of avidya, then your understanding the reality is what appears to be here. What appears to be here always is subject to change. Always birth is there, death is there, all these are real. Birth is something that makes us happy, and death is something that makes us unhappy. Even though birth makes you happy, eventually you will find that it leads you to sufferings in life. So the world of birth and death, these are always infested with unhappiness, sufferings in life. And the main point here is birth is real, death is real for these people. In the case of the people who follow the path of India, they understand that Atma is real. Anatma, whatever that appears to be here, is unreal. What is the nature of Atma? Atma is the one reality which was never born, which will never die. It is a never existing reality that underlies the being of everything that appears to be. In the perception of those who follow the path of Vidya, birth and death, that belongs to the world of appearance, the world of avidya, that is not real for them. What is real for them is the immortality the reality, and Vidya always leads you to immortality. Avidya leads you to birth and death. These are the basic differences between what you gain through Vidya and Avidya. That is why here Upanishad says, Anyadeva for Vidya. What you gain through Vidya is different. Anyada for Avidya. And what you gain through Avidya is much different. These are two different worlds of attainment. Glory. In this we have heard from those who know the reality, those who are enlightened of the reality. So this much is to be understood from the second, the 10th mantra of the Upanishad. Now we go to the 11th mantra. One more point that is to be kept in mind about the 10th mantra is Avidya. Both Avidya and Vidya, they pertain to the world of knowledge. Avidya is the wrong kind of knowledge, and Vidya is the right kind of knowledge. Actually, it is Avidya and Avidya are not right kind of knowledge and wrong kind of knowledge. Vidya leads you to right kind of knowledge, and that right kind of knowledge is called Jnana. Avidya leads you to ignorance, wrong kind of knowledge. Ignorance doesn't mean, here Avidya doesn't mean the lack of any understanding. There is understanding, but it is wrong kind of understanding. So Avidya leads you to wrong kind of knowledge. Both Avidya and Vidya are two functional modes of own consciousness alone. Own consciousness can function as Avidya and also as Vidya. Narayana Guru, with his Darshanamala, both Avidya and Vidya are treated as two modes or functional modes of one and the same consciousness or chit. And this division is caused by Maya. So it is as a result of Maya that these two remain as two. Avidya is that pertains to the world of knowledge, and is a wrong kind of knowledge, and wrong kind of knowledge is something negative in nature. Vidya also pertains to the world of knowledge, but is right kind of knowledge that is of positive nature. So avidya is generally negative in nature, vidya is positive in nature. And what is that you are going to attain as a result of following the path of avidya? That is the sufferings caused by birth and death, or having the problem of death in life. Death is something that is everyone is afraid of. Oh, this death is going to happen to me. It is something negative in nature. So the ultimate avidya is negative in nature, and what you gain as a result of following the path of avidya, that also is negative in nature. Vidya is a positive mode of functional mode of consciousness. It is positive in nature, and what you ultimately gain through Vidya, what is it? Your immortality. You are being, you are understanding that you are not as even though you appear to be an individual being, you really are that one Atma, and that Atma was never born, it will never die, it is immortal. So your identity with that Atma, understanding that you are not this particular individual that appears to be here. What is real in your being is the Atma, and that Atma was never born, it will never die. It is immortal. So you identify yourself with that Atma. You finding that you are that Atma makes you immortal. That means the ultimate gain you get through through following the path of Vidya is immortality. In the case of Vidya, is death, the world of death. Death is something negative in nature. Immortality, attaining immortality. Immortality is positive value. Death is of negative value. So, when you think of death, what will be your attitude about it? Somehow it has to be avoided. And about the Vidya and the immortality that you gain through it, in that case you will think, oh, I should attain it, I should have it. So, keeping this much in your mind, you can go to the next mantra. Vidyam cha avidyam cha yastad vedo bhayam saha avidyaya martim tattva vidyaya amardam asyate. Vidyam cha avidyam cha yastad veda bhayam saha. You who knows both Vidya and Avidya together. That means, what is Avidya? What is the ultimate result of it? What is Vidya? What is the ultimate result of it? If you have this discriminative awareness in your mind, then what will be your attitude? Somehow you have to get rid of this avidya. I am in the world of Vidya. I have to get rid of it. In the case of avidya, there are two kinds of people. One is people who are in the world of avidya, but they do not know they are so. So they are ignorant about their being in the world of avidya. We cannot do anything in their case unless they realize that they are in the world of avidya. In the case of people who realize that they are in the world of avidya, that means there is the possibility of saving from the world of avidya and giving them or leading them to the world of Vidya. Vidyam cha avidyam cha yastad veda ubhayam cha. Nor usually when we hear of these two words, the world of Vidya and the world of avidya, your attitude will be a negative one towards avidya. That means you do not want it. And a positive one towards Vidya. You want to have it. But both Vidya and Avidya are functional modes of one and the same reality, and this is caused, this division of consciousness functional modes into two is caused by Maya. That is not certain here. So these are to be understood together. It's not just following the path of Vidya and throwing away avidya. You know what avidya is. So in the case of people who know this Vidya and avidya together, what will happen to them? Vidya avidyaya martyam dhartva vidyaya amatam asrite. Avidyaya martyam dhartva. By means of avidya, you cross over Matyu or death. Vidyaya amardam asrite. And you experience immortality through Vidya. Avidyaya martyam dhartva. How is it possible? By means of avidya, one crosses over the world of death. How is it possible? Avidya always leads you to the world of death. Here it says, by means of avidya, you can cross over the world of death. In the previous line, it was stated, Vidyam cha, Vidyam cha, Estad Veda Upayam Saha. Estad Veda. It is not just following the path of avidya or being in the world of avidya. Here it is the case of a person or people who know what is avidya is, who know what this vidya is. It is knowledge that is important here. The proper knowledge about avidya, proper knowledge about vidya, and they know these two together pertaining to one and the same consciousness. And in their case, what happens? Avidyaya martyam dhartva. They cross over avidya, cross over death by means of avidya. We have already seen that what we gain by following the path of vidya is death. Here it says, by means of vidya, avidya, we can cross over the world of death. It is not simply by following the path of avidya, but as it was stated in the previous line, what was it? Vidyam cha, avidyam cha, aistat veda. The person who knows properly what this avidya is and what this vidya is. In the case of a person who knows properly what avidya is and what avidya is going to give you, that means he understands the phenomenon that we call avidya. So if you understand what avidya is, that means ultimate gain you are going to have as a result of this avidya is also got rid of. So it is not just the person who follows the path of the avidya, it is the person who knows properly what this avidya is. That means he knows the principle called avidya. And that means, oh, I am in the world of avidya, and this avidya will lead me to to death, so I could not follow it. Why? By understanding what this avidya is. Avidya mrityum turtva. Literally it means by means of avidya, you cross over mrityu or death. Even though it literally means like that, actually it is the meaning is by knowing, as was stated in the previous slide, by knowing properly what this avidya is. That means the avidya, ultimately what you are going to attain in life. What is it? That also is got it up. Because you know what that is. You know what this avidya is and what it is going to give you, and that will be got rid of by knowing what this avidya is. So avidya mrityum durtva means by knowing what this avidya is and what the ultimate gain or ultimate result of following this path of avidya. That means by knowing the nature of avidya and what it is going to give you, then that means you are giving up avidya and what it is going to give you. It is a meaning of it. Vidya mrityum turtva, vidya amritam asrute. What is the final attainment you are going to have by following the path of vidya? It is attaining immortality. That is straightaway stated here. Vidya amritam asrute. So here there are certain negative and positive aspects to be taken together and understood together. Already we have seen that vidya and avidya are positive and negative functional modes of one consciousness. And there is ultimate gain, the value, that is also opposite in nature, just like vidya and avidya. The final gain you are going to have, that also is positive and negative in nature. Attaining immortality and attaining death. In the case of the person who knows what this avidya is, just by knowing it, he will be crossing over it. This is the understanding, proper knowledge of it. He crosses over death. He gets rid of death. Getting rid of death, that is something negative in nature. Death is of a negative value. Getting rid of it is of a negative psychological process, mental process. So all these are negative in nature. Avidya is negative in nature. Death is negative in nature. Getting rid of it is negative in nature. And death is negative in nature. Or avoiding it is negative in nature. And now take the case of vidya. Vidya is positive in nature. It directly knows what reality is. Positive in nature. And what is it going to give you? Immortality. That is positive in nature. Attaining it is positive in nature. The other is getting rid of it. Here it is attaining it. Attaining it is positive in nature. What is that you are going to attain? Immortality. So that is a greatest positive value. So all these are positive in nature. Take all these together, Vidya and Avidya, two pairs. It belongs to one consciousness. One and the same consciousness is functionally finding expression as both Vidya and Avidya. Death and immortality, these are two negative and positive. Two of negative and positive. Getting rid of it and attaining it. One is to be got rid of, the other is to be attained. See, these are two positive nature, different opposite nature. Finally, death and immortality. These are also opposite nature. Getting rid of death and attaining immortality are do this mean one or the two. Think over it properly. Getting rid of death and attaining immortality. These are two statements, but do these statements mean one or two? They mean one. What is that one? Is it attaining immortality or getting rid of death? This word. So there is a hidden meaning here. A meaning that is not stated here. What is it? The meaning in which these negative and positive statements become one. One is negative in nature, the other is positive in nature. Both these find their oneness in a hidden meaning. That is where we have to see the Upanishadic secret. It is always held that Upanishad teaches a hidden wisdom. What is that hidden wisdom? It is making us properly directed towards the reality that is not properly, that cannot be properly expressed in words. How is it? Two sides, the negative sides and the positive sides. These two sides will be stated, and from these two sides and from the oneness of these two sides, crossing over or getting rid of death and attaining immortality, both these statements mean one and the same experiential awareness. But what is it? It is not stated here. That is to be attained through your meditative perception. It is left unstated here. That is the secret of the Upanishad. Avidya mritin tirtva vidya amardam asyute. So vidya is positive. The result of it, immortality, is positive. Attaining it is positive. The other is avidya, negative nature, getting rid of it is negative in nature. And what you get what is it that you get rid of? Death. That is also negative. So one and the same experiential awareness is stated from the negative side, all negative. The other is all positive. From these two kinds of statements stated together, that is why it is stated Vidyamcha Avidyamcha Yastat Veda Ubhayam Saha. In the case of the person who knows properly the secret concerning Vidya and Avidya, only for that person, this secret of the Upanishad that is not stated verbally, that will become revealed to him. It is to be attained through meditation, by keeping in mind these two sides, negative side and positive side, at two sides, and then what you attain is the non-dual. So this is the most secret part of this, the teaching of this Upanishad. And another part remains, where instead of Vidya and Avidya, Sambodhi and Vinasa will be the other two words that are taken. So two pairs are examined here. Vidya and Avidya, the world of Vidya and Avidya, that is one pair. The world of Sambodhi and Vinasa, that is another pair. We will go through it in the next class. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.